the one who abandons Allah's guidance, and Allah, so it's as though Allah has abandoned him. فَلَا هَادِ, he won't, will he then receive guidance from his wife, his friends? The government is going to guide him, his friends are going to guide him? Very no. So Zulaikha became captivated by the beauty of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. The others belittled her that you have fallen for slave, and she wanted to show them that he is not normal person, he has abnormal beauty. So she called in her all or most of her friends and gave them some fruits, knives to cut the fruit, apples and things, and then asked Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam to come and appear. And Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, when he appeared, they cut their own hands. There were cuts on their own hands and fingers, but they did not feel the pain at all. They did not even feel they are cutting their own hand. Why? By just seeing the beauty of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. So if this is a thing of this world, in this world happen that even the pain cannot be felt, because the pleasure of looking at Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam was more than the pain of the hand being cut. So this is an example of this world. What I am saying to you is that when you've been cut with the knives of calamities or sacrifice of your desires in this world, and when you are going to Akhirah and you will say the beautiful face of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are going to, nothing is going to be remembered. No struggle, no pain, nothing actually. And what to say when a person will be in the vision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself in the Jannah. So this is the matter. Meaning, and similarly, the people who have spent all their life in luxury and actually they've been just pleasing themselves, etc., etc. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned once they will go see the azab of Akhirah or the hellfire, the angels will ask them, have you ever seen any good days as well? Have you ever seen any good days, any pleasure you've been enjoying in the world with the women and eating and drinking, etc., etc.? They say no. We've not seen even 1 second of actually pleasure in the world, because it will go away. It will only be a dream. It will only be a thought now actually. So what I'm saying to you is actually that this is the most precious art or science or knowledge, whatever you can learn on this face of the earth, is to how to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because as I said, Allah is Allah and going to be Allah with you or without you. Allah is Allah with you or without you. You will be, shall I say, nothing without Allah? No, I don't say you will be nothing. You will be a devil burning and stinking in the hellfire. That's what me and you are going to be without Allah. But to the beauty of Allah, to the qualities of Allah, to the grandeur and greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no difference at all. No difference at all. In another hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that if all it's a hadith 𝙔𝙊𝙐𝙍 rather, if all the creation, all the human were to become like the most pious amongst them, so all will become like a wise, no greatness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning no increase in the greatness or the qualities of Allah azza wa jal or the kingdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No difference basically. And if they all become like the most evil one of them, with the hearts that are evil, then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah's status, His quality does not make any difference to that. How can it make a difference? You are earth. What are you and me your earth, I'll show you in the presentation, inshallah, tomorrow or whenever. Your earth is a speck of dust in this universe, in this galaxy, in this bigger universe. It's not even seeable. It is invisible even actually. It's not even visible when you look from another galaxy to your own earth. It's not. The sun is invisible. And how then what you are me and saying I am this, I am that. But this is just fadl and grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has given us the opportunity to become kings forever. What is Jannah? Jannah is like having your own kingdom and no one else is there who is sharing your Jannah and kingdom with you. You are sole king of your Jannah, which will be many times greater than this earth and this dunya. So if you achieve pleasure of Allah, are you doing any good to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Something, a favor to Allah, or Allah azza wa jal benefits somehow by you achieving the raza or the pleasure of Allah? No. You are and I am the only beneficiary in that. So don't think, I am doing favor, other people are indulged in all wrong things and doing things, and we actually are doing something great favor to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are learning about Him. You are all benefiting Him. If you eat food, who benefits? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You benefit. You benefit from the fruits and vegetables, not Allah. Similarly, spiritual food, if you eat, your spirit benefits. Your spirit is provided the nutrition. Like your body is provided, supplied the nutrition through the physical food, the grains, the wheat, the barley, or the fruits and vegetable. You are just doing a favor to yourself. Or do you, when you eat and you say to everyone, mother, father, brothers, I have eaten this much today, I've done a great favor to you as well, etc., etc. No, they'll say, what an insane person is this? Similarly, if you eat spiritual food, which is this salah, which is the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you are doing favor to yourself. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, in Surah Bani Israel, Man amila salihan fali nafsi. If anyone does any good deed, he feeds his spirit, fali nafsi, he is doing it for his own benefit. He is going to be the benefit. وَمَنْ أَسَاءَ فَعَلَيْهَا. And whoever then eats wrong food, which is not for the good for the soul, and the ruh, meaning sin is also food, but it is the food like drug for the body. It's harmful. فَعَلَيْهَا. You are going to, if you eat drugs, you are not harming the government, you are harming yourself. If you eat healthy food, you will be the one who will be enjoying the health. Similarly, spiritually as well, good deeds as well and bad deeds. No favor upon someone, only you are doing it upon yourself. So, be clear about this and bear this in mind. Allah is Allah. Without you, you are nothing without Allah, but rather you can't become nothing. You can't become nothing. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, when the day of resurrection will come, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to resurrect all the creation, even the ant, even the cats, even the animals. And jinnat and human beings obviously will be there. So they all will be there, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will execute justice. If anyone have done anything wrong with an even animal, injustice with animal, he will have to pay for that. After this has been done, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say to the animal kingdom, the birds, except Allah, if He does not will for something, kun turaban, become dust now, become nothing. Become nothing now. So animals, bird, everything, except human being and jinnat, they will become nothing. Kun turab. At that time, Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned the Quran? Because the Quran shows you future. If any book shows you future for surety, without any doubt, it is the Quran, which shows you your future, what's going to happen to you. And as I mentioned, don't think that you are not mentioned in the Quran, I am not mentioned in the Quran, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قَدْ أَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكُمْ كِتَابًا فِيهِ ذِكْرُكُمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have revealed this book, فِيهِ ذِكْرُكُمْ, in that is your mention as well. In that you are mentioned as well. أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. Don't you then ponder, find yourself, where you mentioned in the book. Some of the awliya Allah, they read and they try to find themselves in the Quran, where I am mentioned, where I am mentioned. When you found where you are mentioned, your qualities which you have, which match you, then you know where you are, and then you find where you want to be, and then you can actually draw a roadmap actually to where you want to be. So the Quran is the roadmap actually to guidance and the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Jannah. So at that time, as I say, that I cannot say to you, you are nothing without Allah, because you will and I will, if we do not behave and do not fulfill the purpose, we are going to say on the day of judgment, when animals will turn into dust, when animals will turn into dust, وَيَقُولُ الْكَافِرُ يَا لَيْتَنِي كُنْتُ تُرَابًا. These people who do not believe truly, unthankful people, they will also say, وَيَقُولُ الْكَافِرُ يَا لَيْتَنِي, I wish I was turned to dust like this bird, this like animals. At least I don't have to suffer the consequences, the wrath of Allah, the punishment of Allah, the torture of hell. But a person will not. He will say, oh death, come. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, لَا تَدْعُوا الْيَوْمَ ثَبُورًا وَاحِدًا. Don't call upon one death. وَدْعُوا ثَبُورًا كَثِيرًا. Call many death, but death is not going to come to you now.